Hello, welcome to March 13th, 2025. This is my Retiring in Japan journal. My name is Kurt Bell, and I live in Japan. I'm a 60-year-old American. I'm married to a Japanese woman. We have a 24-year-old mixed American-Japanese daughter who lives here in Tokyo. I'm throwing in a bit of an introduction to this video because I'm getting so many new subscribers. It makes sense to kind of maybe open every video with a brief intro. Also, I'm doing this a little bit differently because I'm making this video the day after. This is the morning after everything you're about to see. Yesterday was a strange day. You know how if you've seen these videos, you've seen me unfold the day through video snippets. Yesterday was I did get a lot of a good deal of snippets, but yesterday was a strange day. I was like, there's this part in Walden, when Henry David Thoreau describes, he had that pond by the cabin in Concord, Massachusetts in the mid-19th century. He describes, just in his mind, I guess he actually saw it too, his neighbors, what he would say, walking down the road of life with their entire encumbrance of life possessions, their farm, their house, their woodlot, their mowage, their tillage, their everything on their back, burdened by all of that. And that stuck with me. I read that when I was about 15 or 16 years old, and it stuck with me ever since. And that every now and then I get a day where that's the case. That was yesterday. Not so much because of the encumbrance of my life possessions, which are very few. Instead, just by the fact of the allergies that I had. Like many others here in Japan, I'm struck with seasonal allergies. This is by the way, my wife and I just returned to Japan about 2 months ago. My wife came about 8 months before 6 months total. She's been here about a half a year before me, and then I came over. We staged our retirement. 2024 was the year of transitioning the whole family, finishing our daughter's university in Japan, finishing our careers for my wife and I, and moving ourselves wholesale, the whole family, over to Japan. It was a great Herculean effort. So this is my first season of allergies again. I used to live here when we were raising our daughter during her small years. And it really hit me yesterday. And one of you in comments actually left a comment that, Kurt, batten down the hatches. There's a great cloud of pollen coming from China. And it hit, and I was so wiped out yesterday. Not in such a way that I couldn't do stuff, but in such a way that it just put a huge cloud over me. And I imagine that in many ways is what the cloud of old age would be like. I could take this talk into many different, or this, soliloquy into many different avenues, but I'll restrict it to an introduction. It's stated who I am, and then a disclaimer that what you're about to see are the disjointed bits of video that I was able to cobble together yesterday, which was the 13th. I'll be uploading these the following day in the afternoon, so sometimes I'll get the date wrong, but what you're about to see is yesterday. And what I'm about to live is today. So you'll see today tomorrow. Get it? Okay, here comes the video clips. Pardon the fact that they're all disjointed and all over the place. I was a hot mess yesterday, suffering from my allergies. Big thanks to Valerie again for the super chat that she left yesterday. I bought ice cream for my wife and I with that, and I made sure to let Yumiko know that came from you. All right, so here you go. Here's my hot mess of a day. What a simply brilliant day. My goodness, we came through an atmosphere down there in the lower valley of just sunlight, and after the storm, mist rising from the ground and the sound of water flowing. Yumiko commented how even the weeds seem to be flowering and spring is in the air. It's really quite a stunning experience. I've often commented that there's an atmosphere to the light in Japan that's unlike anywhere else, and I read somewhere that photographers have often commented about how the light in Japan is particularly good for photography. I feel it right now, but then it's this sense in the air. It's truly stunning. Well, we're about to begin the day. The ambition for today is to take Dad downtown for his eye doctor visit, a half-day event. We usually drop him off, and he's there for several hours. So that gives Yumiko and I an opportunity to walk around downtown because his doctor's office is very close to the Sonova shopping center. We can just walk over there. We'll do some shopping, maybe have a cup of tea or coffee or something, and enjoy the transitional, what is this, the liminal flow between winter and the coming spring. So let's start the day. All right, breakfast is done. We had our dog walk, and now Yumiko's getting ready, and we're going to head out at 9 a.m., which is the start of our pseudo work schedule. I wanted to show you, though, that I'm not doing laundry today, and I'll show you why. So Yumiko trained me that when it's rainy, we just leave the laundry out. So especially here, we've got plenty of. It was rainy all evening last night, all day, and there's enough of a cover here as long as there's not a lot of wind. The clothes just stay out. They're damp because they didn't get a good dry yesterday. Much better already than, well, this one's a little damp, but nothing private to show. So just leave it out overnight, and then tend to it. We won't do any additional laundry today, and then by the end of the day, as long as it stays relatively sunny, we should have, or relatively clear, we should have clean laundry. We'll head downtown soon. Let's go. So, basically the whole morning, no video, no updates. One dedicated thing, the very dedicated thing that I decided last night that I was going to do today, the only thing that I was going to do today, which is take my wife's dad, help my wife, take her to his doctor's appointment in the morning, which literally consumed 2/3 of the day. It's 2 o'clock. Now, I'm not saying this by way of complaint. No, not at all. I'm saying this because #retired. This is a retirement journal. I want to point out something that I'm discovering that I think a lot of people my age already know, which is that a significant portion of our time at this stage of life can be taken up with elder care. Our older mothers and fathers and others who need us. And especially once we're retired and we have, the seeming benefit of the free time, then we become dedicated to that process. It's interesting how when we're working, that may not be so much the case because we're just simply indisposed, right? Now, so again, like I said, I'm not complaining at all, and I'm pointing out two things. One, the dawning realization of the significance of having elders to take care of in what is this stage of life, the retired stage of life. And the second point is the very useful fact of that I've begun treating each day like a day of work and planning it out accordingly, like I used to when I was employed, about what I was going to do each day. And the very fact that the only thing on the list today was taking Dad to the clinic, and the fact that I got that done by 2 o'clock turned it into, and from what could have been perceived as an imposition, to a, wow, I got 3 hours. I saved 3 hours because I got from 2 to 5, quitting time, to myself. Although, no, these boys need me. But it's good to be needed. All right, anyway, we'll carry on, and then I think I'm going to go tackle some bamboo, and then maybe I'll go for a read at the park, yeah. All right. See you later then. All right, so let me tell you, it's, I feel good because I completed my objective for today, but I feel a little icky because of the allergies. Nevertheless, I'm going to tackle some bamboo roots. Yeah, I'm not even going to wear a mask because it's just too hard to breathe properly while I'm doing that, but let's see what we can do. But before I do that, let's go check on the plant that I planted. Walking carefully through the bamboo spikes. This dangerous forest of mine. How you doing, little plant? We had a lot of rain last night, huh? Did your soil turn into a mud? Oh, you look very healthy and good. I think you're gonna like it there. Garden's looking good. Relatively speaking. Okay, let's get back to work. I asked my wife permission to have some of her snack. Stole it, I could say. Stolen with permission. It's good stuff. Hey there. I didn't turn the camera on. I was busy doing roots. Let me show you the progress that I made today. All right, stumbling around. Look at you can pretty much delineate the progress by the dark mud. Woo! Dang allergies. I got out. Woo! That many bamboo shoots, plus a few that I missed. This is what they look like when they come out of the soil. I dig them up by the roots, and then you can see how dangerous they are, like spikes. Woo! Plus, when I was resting, I pulled some foliage out of here, clearing that up a little bit. I got all the way to here. These two right here are next up for tomorrow. Before the 5 o'clock bell chimed. King Kong, as it does here in Japan. I'm a dirty mess, and I'm dirty, and I'm going to go in now, clean up, and I was running a live stream the whole time, so it was running live, so that's probably the reason I didn't turn this camera on, because I had the other camera go on. But I'm gonna clean up. Yumiko's gonna start dinner soon. I'll go walk to Family Mart. I'll take you with me if you want to come. We'll get a beer and some ice cream or something for dessert. Call it a night. Oh, and then dog walk, of course. And there's little Rudy waiting for me like a good boy. Papa's coming inside. Can't wait to get this yard all set up and dog safe so he can come out and join me when I'm not here. That'll be fun. All right, this house is coming along nicely. They've got the base wood on top of the foundation. You see that black stuff in the middle there? I've got the same stuff in my house. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was mold at first. And look at the joints there. Do you see that? The wood joint? Let's see if I can zoom in on that. That's interesting, huh? But it's looking good. They've got the pad all concreted out here for the the entryway. And soon they'll be raising a house. Man, I am wiped out. My allergies have really got me going, and I deserve it because I spent all that time working outside on the bamboo clumps without a mask. But I'm gonna soldier on. Okay, I'm closing in on Family Mart, and I want to give a big thanks to Valeria, I think that's her full name, on YouTube, who donated $13 US and some change in my last live that I just did. So I'm going to go in and use that. Thank you, Valeria. Sorry, I'm going to use that to buy beer and some ice cream for dessert. Thank you, Valeria.